Here's something no one in your company's all hands is going to say out loud. AI is not coming for your job, it already has. And the company that benefited, their stock went up, their CEO got a huge bonus, and their press release called it a exciting transformation. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening, why the official story is just a spin, and most importantly, what any working professional should actually be doing about it right now. Stick around. This is one of those videos you will want to share with someone you care about. This affects every industry, not just tech, not just other people, everyone. So, why is it different this time? We have had automations before. The ATMs were supposed to kill the bank tellers, they didn't. There are actually more tellers today. Spreadsheets were supposed to end the accounting jobs, they didn't. So, why is this time different? Two reasons: speed. The previous automation waves took decades to reshape the industries. The current AI wave is reshaping white collar job in months. The junior analyst roles, copywriting, basic legal research, customer support, code review, these aren't hypothetically at risk. Companies are actively cutting them right now, citing productivity gains as justification. And mind you, AI productivity gains. Number two, it's targeting the middle. Every previous wave hit low skill repetitive work. This one is hitting the professional middle, meaning the educated, credentialed, well paid roles that people went university for. Now that's a new, and that's very unsettling, and that's not a coincidence at all. I want to take a moment to appreciate the language because people running these companies deserve a round of applause for their creativity. No one gets fired. You're right sized. Your team doesn't shrink, it optimizes its talent allocation. Your role doesn't disappear, it gets sunset, which sounds something like it's a beautiful painting, right? Not your income. My personal favorite is the LinkedIn post from the CEO announcing 4,000 redundancies. This time, or rather, this was the hardest decision we have ever made as a leadership team. That's my favorite all time. Hardest decision ever. The stock went up by, I don't know, 10% the next morning. Clearly, the market shared their grief, right? People let go. I don't know. And AI doing the work now, no severance, no annual leave, no lunch breaks, well, no breaks at all. No one is bringing homemade food for the lunch that nobody asked for, and everybody secretly appreciated. We call it efficiency. Here's the part of the conversation most people are avoiding. If you work in a role where the primary output is information, information in, information out, which is writing, summarizing, analyzing, advising, reviewing, coding, a significant portion of that work can now be faster and cheaper with AI. That's not a threat, that's a fact. The junior developer who spent 3 years training the model, optimizing the model, deploying the model, is now being told the model does their job. That's not an irony, that's a case study. The paralegal, the marketing analyst, the financial associate, the content writer, the list goes on. These aren't high skill, or rather, these aren't low skill jobs. These are really high skill jobs, right? These are the jobs people worked hard to get. Now, here's what the C suite never says out loud: the productivity gains from AI are almost never passed to the employees. They go to the margins, they go to the bonus pool of the person who announced the layoff. The AI didn't decide that, a person did decide. So, what can you do about it? Not learn to code, not become a prompt engineer? Those are answers LinkedIn sells you. The real answer is build skills that sit on top of AI, not underneath it. What does that mean? It means judgment, context, relationships, the ability to walk into a room, read what's unsaid, and make a call that a model can't make because the model doesn't have the skin in the game. It means the person who knows which AI output to trust, when to override it, and why the business context changes everything. AI is a powerful tool. People who thrive in the next decade won't be the ones who fear it or blindly trust it. They are the ones who direct it. Your job isn't to compete with AI. Your job is to be the one holding the steering wheel. You see my point? So if this video made you think, hit like. A human wrote this and recorded this. A human edited this, at least for now. You're currently navigating a layoff or a role that feels uncertain. You're not imagining. That's ground shifting right now. And if you happen to be a CEO who announced redundancies last quarter and you're somehow watching this, I hope the board is pleased. Subscribe because the next video might be about your industry.